I'd like to ask Bob to join me on stage right now to present this year's Robert E. Guenzel Award. How are you, sir?
Good.
Good.
Hello. It's, thanks, Peter. This award's always a little embarrassing, you know, to have your name on an award like, and still be alive, I guess, is something I feel pretty good about, but it is embarrassing. But what it allows me to do each year is to recognize, on behalf of United Way CEO, and that's made a real contribution to this community. And this year, it's my absolute pleasure to recognize a good friend of mine who has been leading the charge for making a difference in Washtenaw County for several years, and that's Tim Marshall. Tim, come on up here. Now I get to say a few things that embarrass him, maybe, but both about his work in the community, his work in the profession that brings all of us credit. Tim is active in his community. He serves on the board of directors and is chair-elect for the Michigan Bankers Association. He's on the board of directors of the Washtenaw County Shelter Association, as well as the board for the Affordable Housing Partners, Inc. And he serves on the board of directors for the Ann Arbor Economic Development Corporation. In 2011, Tim was appointed to the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago's Community Depository Institution Advisory Council, and he held the position of chair of that group 2012 to 2014, and in that capacity, he met twice a year with the Federal Reserve Board of Governors in Washington, D.C., to talk about banking and economic trends. Under Tim's leadership, Bank of Ann Arbor was a founding member of Ann Arbor Spark. I think most of you know Ann Arbor Spark is our very successful regional economic development organization, and Tim, since its founding, has served both on the executive committee and the board of directors. He is currently the chairman of the board. Tim also is a member of the Downtown Rotary Club. He's volunteered his time on numerous initiatives within United Way, American Red Cross, Arbor Hospice, Telling It, Ann Arbor Transportation Authority, and the Chamber of Commerce. He, together with his equally committed wife, Emily, were the co-chairs of United Way's Leadership Giving Association in this past campaign. You know, Bank of Ann Arbor has often been recognized by United Way because of their very successful campaigns, and that's because of Tim's leadership. Several Bank of Ann Arbor employees volunteer in United Way committees, and the Bank of Ann Arbor was a sponsor of volunteerwashtenaw.org. So, you know, the thing about Tim is he's led and he's inspired his own organization, the Bank of Ann Arbor, but he's also been very hands-on in this community to provide leadership in the nonprofit area and specifically for United Way. So it's with a great deal of pleasure and honor that that we honor Tim Marshall today. Congratulations, Tim.
What are you supposed to say after all that? Thank you, Bob. Thank you to Pam Smith and the entire United Way of Washtenaw County. Thank you to those who nominated me for this award. I am greatly honored to be selected to receive the 2015 Robert E. Guenzel Award. As Bob mentioned, receiving an award like this and being recognized for serving one's community is honestly just a bit embarrassing. You see, I don't think I've done anything all that different than what most of you in this room do all the time. You serve others with passion and fairness. You care for those in need. You speak up for the silent ones. You give until it hurts. You say yes until you just have to say no. You make a real difference in this community, day after day after day. To be recognized for serving the greater Ann Arbor community is indeed an honor. I am humbled to be now listed with the previous award winners like Bob, Steve Dobson, Joe Fitzsimmons. But before closing, I want to take just a moment to thank all who make it possible for me to serve and to give back to the community. First, my colleagues at Bank of Ann Arbor deserve a huge thank you. Jane Franklin, my conscientious and steady assistant, works hard to keep me organized and on track every day. Next, I'd like to thank my wife, Emily, who is also very active in the community and willingly gives up countless dinners together so that we can attend meetings and functions well after the workday ends. Today, we celebrate all who give so much to help others in our community experience richer, fuller lives. This award will remind me of the wonderful people who surround me and who are in the trenches serving with me every day. Thank you very much.